hola is Spanish for hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Talkin' Tommyrot, the podcast edition. Welcome back, everybody. Happy day after Easter. I don't know what you call that, but I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Hope you all got to spend it with family and enjoyed the nice weather. It's kind of crummy today, but you guys know the drill. This episode could not happen without Mr. Jace Oreo at Oreo Designs. He does everything for this show to happen, graphic design wise, art wise. So please check him out at Oreo Designs, ORIO, on Instagram. Also check me out as well, as always, not as well, or two, whichever one, at Garzanate, or search the hashtag Talking Tommyrot. You'll find my Instagram and all my posts there. But welcome. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat a little bit there, but welcome back. Hope everybody is enjoying their Monday morning, Monday day, whenever you're listening to this. But you guys, guess what the week is? Guess what this week has in it? Guess what's happening this week? Well, tonight, Monday night, is the premiere of Avengers Endgame in like LA, like for the actors and reviewers and everybody. And then Thursday night is the premiere for me, baby. What? You sucked on her titties? No. Avengers Endgame. Sorry. It's happening. It's happening this week. It's in full effect, and it's here, baby, and I'm just really excited. But I've been watching a lot of the press. Basically, all the cast and the directors are going on like a press junket right now. London, China, everywhere. Basically, I need to cough really loud. I'm sorry. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you. But yeah, the press tour has been going really well. I love watching all the actors. They're all really likable people. Robert Downey, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Jeremy Renner, Scarlett Johansson. They're all really, really likable people, and they're fun to watch in interviews. So I've been doing that a lot lately. But I have noticed one kind of cog in the machine, if you will. It's really hard to say this, but Brie Larson really butts heads with everybody in the cast. And I definitely think it could be because of, her coming in and kind of taking over, if you will, and her getting her own solo movie and being such a big part of this next Avengers coming up, even though she had nothing to do with any of the previous movies, really. And sorry, I have something in my throat. It's really, truly these allergies. Like as soon as the weather, like it's really nice and sunny one day, and then when it gets like rainy and muggy the next day, my throat and nose are just like, well, we'll see you later. We're gonna check out today. Is that cool with you? If we check out, we'll just leave you behind and deal with it yourself. But yeah, anyways, they're doing press. Brie Larson has been butting heads with a lot of the cast, and for good reason. I mean, I would be a little bit jaded if I was, say, Scarlett Johansson. I've been in the MCU since 2010. I still don't have my own solo movie, and I don't have, the amount of attention that you're getting, and I've been here being a positive role model for women since 2010, and you just come in here in 2019 and think you're the shit. 10 years later, almost, basically. And it's like, okay, I totally understand where they would be coming from. And I feel like Brie Larson might be handling this a bit poorly, to be quite honest. I don't get any feelings of humbleness from her. I don't get humbleness, and I don't get I don't get a sense of pride that I get from the other actors who feel like they've earned this love from the fans. They've earned this for us to be buying tickets 3 weeks before the movie comes out. That's a pretty dedicated fandom, and I think that these actors have earned that. And then with Brie Larson just coming in with her own solo movie, and she just kind of expects that. She kind of expects to get the same love, I feel, as all the other actors. And I just don't know if she's earned it yet. And I've said that I enjoy Captain Marvel. I think it's a great movie. I think they succeeded with what they were wanting to do. But yeah, I think it might just be getting to her head a little bit. I want to play a little excerpt from one of the interviews that was with Chris Evans, with Chris Hemsworth and her. He says she stole the torch, and it's kind of funny. Just let me see if I can get to play here. Let's see. All right, listen up to this.
Like I said, there's been a sort of passing of the torch, and Brie just has to not screw it up.
Don Cheadle.
Any pressure with that, Brie? No, being the new
I felt okay until he said it like that, and then now I feel a little scared.
Chris Hemsworth is just laughing like.
But it's fine. You're fine. No, thanks for jumping on me.
No, you're fine.
successfully stolen the torch. Is there any competition?
All right, they're gonna play it back. Watch.
You're fine. No, thanks for jumping on me.
No, you're
Quite
fine.
successfully stolen the torch. Is there any
Hemsworth, under his breath, while she was answering the question, he said, I think you've successfully stolen the torch and taken over. And you got to see the look on his face when he's saying this. He's just like, yeah, I think you've successfully stolen the torch and taken over. Like, bitch, you just came in here and you got your own solo movie and you're thinking that you're the shit about to take over the MCU. Meanwhile, I've played Thor 8 fucking times. Don Cheadle's playing War Machine fucking 7 times. Lick a dick sometimes, you know what I mean, dude? You can't just come in and get everything handed to you. In these interviews, she's coming off so like pompous and bitchy and like if you compare her, if you look at her interviews, and I'm not going to show a bunch of her interviews. This is a podcast. I'm not going to show a bunch. Just find an example. Search Brie Larson, on YouTube, and look at her interviews. Don't get me, like I said, I love her. She's beautiful and she can be fun, and I like following her on Instagram. She seems like a fun girl, but in these interviews, she seems like a fucking stoic bitch sometimes, dude. And it really pains me to say that. Like, I feel bad saying that, but that's what's happening. She kind of is coming off bitchy, and it's upsetting. Like, and I was watching another video where it was like, well, if you compare her to Gal Gadot, who plays Wonder Woman, and her interviews, Gal Gadot is so humble and so appreciative of getting this opportunity to play such an iconic character. And and she always thanks the fans and says it's the fan. If it weren't for the fans, I wouldn't be here. And that's admirable. And Brie Larson just seems to think that this is a platform for her to do good, I guess. There was an interview with her and Jeremy Renner where the interviewer was like, do you use your celebrity as any type of platform, and if so, what do you do? And she's like, well, yeah, I do. I use it to do good and to keep me responsible, and to I'll use this celebrity platform to speak what I think are our real issues, which is fine. Just don't shove it down people's throats. And I don't think she is necessarily. It's just a lot of what she can say can come off bitchy and mean. And I'm not saying that like just because she's a woman. If this were a guy and he was acting the same way, I'd feel the same way. And if she's trying to be funny, that's great. I just am not reading it like that. I don't know. I'm not reading her trying to be funny in these interviews. But yeah, she said, I use my celebrity basically as a platform. And then Jeremy Renner, who was in the interview with her, was asked the same question. And he was like, yeah, I'm pretty responsible and accountable in my own life, so I don't use my celebrity for anything. Basically just outclassing her, just humbling her, and take a step down. It's hard. It's a difficult thing because I do love celebrities. I don't hold them as gods or anything, but I do. I admire them quite a bit. Like if I were to ever get to meet Chris Hemsworth, I'd probably freak the fuck out a little bit. So they are not they are normal people. They just have a lot more money and people know them. I don't know where I'm trying to go with this. It's just what I'm trying to say is I hope Brie Larson doesn't act like a bitch this whole fucking time that she's going to be in the MCU, because that would really suck, because they signed her on for a lot of movies and she's a good actress. She's a fun girl. I really enjoy her. She's beautiful. She's I just want her to be friends with everybody. And I think it might be that people are jealous. kind of like somewhat jealous of her, especially like Don Cheadle. Like, he's been a secondary character for so long, he doesn't get the nearly half the recognition that Captain Marvel's getting. Although I will say I like War Machine more than Captain Marvel, so you know, maybe that comes into play somewhere. And if you're coming, like, this isn't the first time that I've heard of Brie Larson butting heads, or I've seen it in person, you know, or in interviews. When she was first cast as Captain Marvel, and it was announced she's getting her own solo movie and coming in and shooting Endgame and all of that, Elizabeth Olsen, who plays Scarlet Witch, actually voiced some strong feelings a bit, you know, saying that what did she do to deserve this, to get in and get her own solo movie and, you know, basically become the new leader of the MCU after Endgame, after Iron Man and Cap are gone. And you know, I totally understand that. I totally do. Elizabeth Olsen, Scarlet Witch, has been around since the post credits of Winter Soldier. You know, she's been around for coming on 4 or 5 years, and she doesn't have her own solo movie. I don't know how you'd make a solo movie out of just her story, because she does kind of rely on a lot of other characters for her story to grow. But I think, and she's getting her own TV show now with The Vision, which is going to be great. WandaVision. I can't wait to watch that. Disney Plus is going to kill everything. I'm very, very excited for that. But like, I totally see where she's coming from. You know, I've been here for 5 years and I don't get half the recognition that you're getting. You're coming in here as supposed to be the new prodigal son, basically. The prodigal son was returned, and you're going to bring everything to this franchise when, to be quite honest, and this isn't just for me, and I, like I said, I was a fan of Captain Marvel and all of that, but since Brie Larson has come into the MCU, I've noticed a lot of talk and hate amongst fans, because I'm deep in that community. You know, I'm deep in the fucking fan community. And I'm such a fucking nerd. And she's just not the most likable actress on the planet. And that could be because like 95% of the fucking comic readers are nerdy white males, and she tends to talk shit about white males, which is fine. I mean, and when shit gets talked about white males, and if you're a white male, do you really feel bad? Like we won, dude. Like, we got it all handed to us already. Like, if people say we're bad and we're not bad, it shouldn't offend you. But if people say you're bad and you're actually kind of a shitty person, then that's going to offend you. But if she's like, I don't need an opinion of a white man, it's like, okay, you're probably talking about some conservative ass Trump motherfucker. I'm a 20-year-old white man, you know. I don't have any ill feelings towards anybody saying anything about white men. Yeah, we're 99% of the time in history, white men were super evil. So I get where she's coming from. But other people, other parts of the fandom can't separate that. They think they're targeting, or they think she's targeting them. They can't separate that she's probably just speaking about a few, you know, a few instances, or she really just wanted more inclusiveness, not exclusivity, you know, and inclusive and more diversity and in interviews and stuff like that is really all she was asking for. But I think comments about white men jaded a lot of the Marvel fan base, and that didn't jade. And I'm gonna come out and say, you know, that's not my problem. Say what you will. There is definitely way too many white men in Hollywood. There's definitely way too many white men, period, just in positions of power. And that is just unfortunate. And they're most of the time like over 60 and just have a lot of family wealth or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. What is here is that she's acting kind of like a bitch towards her castmates. And that sucks. That really does suck. I want to see everybody get along. And that makes me feel like their lack of chemistry outside of the movie gives me pause as to what will be in the movie. Like, is she just going to be dry in the movie because she can't work with anybody else, you know? And Don Cheadle was complaining about her having to take 20 takes for every freaking scene she was in Endgame because she didn't have the character yet. She doesn't have a bunch of lines, blah, blah, blah. So she was just basically a rook that came into the biggest movie of all time. And I think people in the cast were like, we didn't even need her. She didn't do anything for the story. We could have finished this all on our own with the original Avengers and just got to it. And then she could have been introduced after Spider-Man or before Spider-Man or something like that. And that's fine. I mean, we'll see how the story pans out with Endgame. Which I have seen, like, spoilers. I've seen screenshots of spoilers. One, because spoilers have leaked. Like, somebody was translating the movie, like a company that translates a movie. Somebody filmed it and like released it online. It was pretty nuts, pretty crazy that actually leaked. But I saw a screenshot of it, and I was really, oh fuck me, I was pleasantly surprised. You guys are in for a goddamn treat. This movie's gonna be insane. This movie is gonna be fucking insane, dude. But the screenshot that I saw gave me hope that it's not just gonna all rely on Captain Marvel. So that's a good thing. That's a really good thing, because a lot of people were worried about that when they saw all these trailers, and they were like, you know, she's like, well, you have me this time. We're going to go kill Thanos, or I'm going to go kill Thanos. And it's like, well, okay. Good luck. And I'm not hoping, but I am hoping, just because I don't want her to be the be all end all for the Avengers. I hope they go fight him in the beginning of the movie, and Captain Marvel just gets the shit kicked out of her. And they're like, well, that didn't work. Now what do you do? I don't want her to die or anything, but just depower her, because she's just way too powerful. Like, even Thor can be hit down sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, let's give her a little balance. You know, give her a little balance. Everything needs to be perfectly balanced, as Thanos said. It's just kind of weird. I mean, Brie Larson is a great gal. She's younger. She's just a few years older than me. I think she's learning to take this amount of celebrity, and to do good things with it, and to have, what does it mean when you have fucking, to be humble? Excuse me. Jesus Christ. Does my brain just not fucking work in the morning? If it's before 9 o'clock, which it is, my brain only half works. So bear with me. My brain only half works. Now I'm going into crazy voices. What's happening? I don't know. What would you, if you guys were propelled into a starring role in the biggest franchise in movie history, would you let it go to your head? I don't know. I mean, in everything that I do, I try to remain as humble as possible. I can be cocky a lot of the time, and a lot of the time I'm just a jokester, you know, I'm just joking. But I think it might affect people differently, and I think that it might be affecting Brie Larson right now, and she's taking a bit of, she's using her platform to do good, and that's great. It's admirable. Just do it in the right way, is what I'm saying. Just do it in the correct way. Don't come off bitchy, and just be humble, you know? Just be humble, because truly, your movies and movies in general, especially comic book movies, will not succeed if the fans are not pleased. And, you know, the critics can say all they want and do all they want, but when it comes down to it, the thing that really matters is the fans' opinion and making the movies for the fans. And I think she needs to start to understand that. Just for everybody. Not just little girls, not just little boys, not just men, not just women, for everybody. You know, we're making the movies for everybody. And I really hope that what I'm seeing in these interviews and what I've seen in her lately is just kind of a hiccup, because I love Brie Larson. I don't want her to be hated. I don't want there to be negative thoughts connotated with her or anything like that, because she's a good actress. I don't want any actress or celebrity for people to hate. I don't want that. That's not cool. You know, it's not like, oh, you hate that celebrity, you're one of the best. You know, it's never cool to hate anybody, really. So I just want everything to go smooth, and I just thought I'd share my thoughts on what I've been watching the past week. It's really strange. And the other cast members are just going to continue to give her shit, basically, until maybe she gets she earns it, I guess, you know, because all of them have paid their dues 100%. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, they've all paid their dues, you know. Mark Ruffalo, they've done this. They deserve all of this that we're about to give them as fans. So Just earn it, Brie Larson. I love you so much. Just don't be a bitch towards your cast members because that's really mean. And if they're paying you compliments, don't take it the wrong way. Like Chris Hemsworth was like, oh, are you going to be the next Tom Cruise doing your own stunts? And she was like, no, I'll be the next me. Thank you very much. Like super condescending. And he was just joking. And if anything, that's a compliment. Tom Cruise is the best acting stunt person, actor that does his own stunts. There we go. In Hollywood. That motherfucker is crazy. And he's like 56 still jumping off buildings. That'd be great if I was the next Tom Cruise. If anybody is the next Tom Cruise, good for you. Kudos. And she was like, no, I'll be the next me. Thank you very much. All right, Brie, he was just fucking with you. Goddamn. Don't be so mean to him. Are you... I don't know. Maybe she feels personally attacked because she feels all the hate. Because celebrities say that they're not online all they want, but they're online. They read the comments, They know what's happening. So maybe she's just a little, she's like, fuck, well, everybody hates me. This sucks. And that's not the case. We don't hate you. I love you. I love you so much, Brie Larson. But don't just be more humble and be appreciative of what is happening, because we all really want to see you succeed, but we want to see you succeed with the cast members and with the other team. We want everybody on the team to succeed. So get it in line, Brie. I love you, and I want to watch you fucking in Marvel movies for the rest of my life. So get it in line. Everybody loves you. Just don't be a bitch. Be humble. Okay. Endgame, guys. Endgame comes out this Thursday. Holy fucking shit. Endgame comes out this Thursday. Yeah, it's happening. So Thursday I'm going to go see the movie. Friday I will be, maybe Thursday night into Friday, I will be filming a review of the movie. And then I will be dropping that Friday or Saturday of this upcoming week. So be on the lookout for that. It will be a full, I'll try to do one half spoiler free and one half spoilers, because if you're not seeing it on opening weekend, what are you doing, really? I know I'm going to see it a couple times that weekend, but yeah, be on the lookout for that video, guys. Thanks for coming back for this little podcast episode. Another solo one. No cuts, no butts, no alligator guts. That's kind of the difference. These podcasts are just long form, just going straight forward, and my videos will be more edited and cut and stuff like that, and have graphics and music and all that. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying this little journey with me. Definitely having fun. I did start some schooling, if you will, just some online classes, so I can need to get a higher paying job, in all honesty. And I really enjoy working from home. So this job that I'm trying to get would be a work from home that pays good. So frequency of videos might drop just a little bit, but again, Endgame is a big deal. So I'm going to be dropping a lot of reviews for that. Check me out on Instagram at GarzanNate. Search the hashtag Talking Tommyrot. Talk to me. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Summer's coming up. Trying to get a few guests on here. So be on the lookout, guys. I love you guys very, 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 very much. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody has a great week. And we will talk to you on another motherfucking time. Bye, guys. Love you.